The best and brightest fifth graders from 17 Rock Hill Elementary schools embark on a journey that will tap into their academic abilities and require them to overcome many great obstacles. There will be questions about all the tough topics in the realm of science.
Scientific method for 20.
In this experiment, plant A was given water only. Plant B was given water. Children's school.
Hypothesis.
Hypothesis is correct.
One by one, these teams will be put up to the challenge and pushed to their limits. Some will triumph, while others will exit gracefully. In the end, only one team will reach the final destination to be crowned as the Elementary Science Bowl champion. Welcome to Rock Hill School's Elementary Science Bowl.
Hello everyone, my name is Richard Camp, your host for Science Bowl. Thank you so much for joining us. Well, we have entered round 2 of the competition, and we are excited to have back with us the schools of Sunset Park, Center for Accelerated Studies, and Richmond Drive Elementary School. Let's take a moment to get to meet each of those teams. To my left, we have Sunset Park, and on the outside, working back towards the inside, we have Noah, Evan, and Chelsea. To my right, we have the team from Richmond Drive Elementary School with Coleman, Rose, and Cole. We'll get to know each of those students in just a little bit. But first, let's start with testing out our buzzing system, make sure that our equipment is working properly. Perfect, perfect. All right, so Sunset Park won the coin toss, so they'll select the first category. But before they do, let's take a close look at each of the category titles. First, we have Black and White, Smarter Than a Third Grader, Math Bowl, Smarter Than a Fourth Grader, and 3-letter words. Again, please be sure to listen to the reading of the entire question before buzzing in. Is everyone ready? All right, let's get started. Sunset Park, you won the coin toss. You may make the first selection.
Smarter Than a Third Grader for 100.
Compare the butterfly and grasshopper life cycle. The butterfly grows from egg to larva, then pupa to adult. The grasshopper emerges from eggs as miniature adults called blank. Richmond Drive?
Nymphs.
Nymphs is correct. Richmond Drive is on the board. Richmond Drive, you may select the next category.
Smarter Than a Third Grader for 400.
The soil in this picture is made up of decayed parts of once living organisms. It is soft and very crumbly. What type of soil is this? Sunset Park?
What is humus?
Humus is correct. Sunset Park, you may choose the next category.
Black and White for 100.
This animal is not extinct, but its numbers have decreased to dangerous levels. What word do we use to describe this condition? Richmond Drive?
Endangered.
Endangered is correct. Richmond Drive, you may choose the next question.
Smarter Than a Fourth Grader for 500.
Most food chains and food webs do not show the organisms that ultimately break down dead organic matter, although these organisms are very important. What is the classification of these organisms? Richmond Drive?
Decomposers.
Decomposers is correct. All right, 700 to 400, Richmond Drive, you may choose.
Black and White for 400.
This animal has a special gland that it uses to spray a smelly substance on potential predators. What kind of adaptation is this? Sunset Park?
What is an acquired trait?
Not acquired trait. Richmond Drive, do you have a response?
A physical adaptation.
Not a physical. We are looking for behavioral defense. Behavioral defense. All right, Richmond Drive, it's still your choice.
Black and white for 500.
What is the most specific classification of mammals that lemurs and humans share? Sunset Park.
What are they? Are both the vertebrates?
It is not vertebrates, Richmond Drive. Do you have a response? What is the most specific classification? You got 2 seconds. The answer there is primates. Primates. Lemurs and humans are both primates. Okay, again, Richmond Drive, you had the last correct answer, so you may select the next category.
3-letter words for 500.
The majority of the elements on the periodic table are metals. Mercury is a liquid metal and bromine is a liquid nonmetal. What classification of all of the elements in the all of the elements in the far right column? Sunset Park.
What are liquids?
Not liquids. It's not liquids. Richmond Drive, do you have a response? 10 seconds.
Gas.
Gases is correct. Let's go to Richmond Drive. Richmond Drive, go ahead.
3-letter words for 400.
Water vapor in the air has a tendency to condense in the cool blades of grass in the early morning. What do we call this moisture? Sunset Park.
What is dew?
Dew is correct. All right, it's pretty close. Go ahead, Sunset Park, with your next question.
Smarter than a 3rd grader for 500.
Usually we think of acceleration as speeding up or slowing down. What other change in motion is considered acceleration? Sunset Park.
What is the velocity?
Not velocity. Do you have a response? What other change in motion is considered acceleration?
Friction.
Friction. Not friction. Looking for changing direction or moving in a circle. All right. Sunset Park, you may choose the next question, please.
Math bowl for 500.
Math bowl for 500. A group of students were asked which subject was their favorite. Their responses are shown in the graph. What fraction in reduced form indicated that math was their favorite subject? Sunset Park.
What is 1/5?
1/5 is absolutely correct. You get the points and select the next question.
Math bowl for 400.
A student measured this beetle to be 1 14/16 inches in length. What is the fraction in its reduced form? Richmond Drive.
1 7/8.
1 7/8 is absolutely correct. You may select the next question.
Smarter than a 4th grader for 400.
What property of light is demonstrated in the diagram? Richmond Drive.
Reflection.
Reflection is correct. All right. We are halfway through the board. Richmond Drive has a total of 2,000 points. Sunset Park has a total of 1,300 points. There's still plenty of points left on the board, so no worries there. Let's take a moment real quick to get to know our students. And I'll start with Sunset Park. Can you guys tell me, why did you want to be, and I'll start with you, Noah, why did you want to be on the Science Bowl team this year?
I wanted to be on the Science Bowl team this year because science is my favorite subject, and I've always wanted to participate in something like this.
Very cool, very cool. Evan, what about yourself? Why did you want to be a part of the Science Bowl team?
Same as Noah.
All right. Chelsea?
I wanted to be a part of the Science Bowl this year because science is my favorite subject, and I wanted to get more intrigued in something science related.
Very cool. Very cool. And Richmond Drive, Coleman, why did you want to be a part of the Science Bowl team?
I wanted to be a part of the Science Bowl team to really understand science more and be a part of this experience.
Very cool. Very cool. Rose, how about yourself?
It might help me with stuff like tests in the future.
Okay. Very cool. Cole?
To grow confidence in myself and to prove to my parents and peers that I can do well.
Very nice. Very nice. If I'd been asked that question, I probably would have said just to be on TV. So there you go. All right, guys. Well, again, we're halfway through. There's plenty of points on the board. And Richmond Drive, you select next.
Black and white for 300.
This is an orca, also known as a killer whale. This animal is a mammal. For what reason must it exit the water several times each day? Richmond Drive.
To breathe.
To breathe. Air is correct. Richmond Drive, you may select the next question.
Smarter than a third grader for 300.
Describe the change in matter taking place in the picture. Be sure to say blank is changing into blank. Richmond Drive.
Liquid is changing into gas.
That is correct. Richmond Drive, you may select the next question.
3-letter words for 300.
In this picture, both a physical change and a chemical change are taking place. What material is undergoing a physical change? Sunset Park.
What is wax?
Absolutely correct. It is wax. And you may select the next question.
Math bowl for 300.
A student needed to find the volume of a sphere. He filled a graduated cylinder to 80 milliliters, then dropped the sphere inside. The water level rose to 100 milliliters. What is the volume of the sphere? Sunset Park.
What is 20 milliliters?
20 milliliters is absolutely correct. And you may choose the next question.
Smarter than a fourth grader for 300.
What bodily structure are all of the organisms in the picture below missing? Richmond Drive.
Backbones.
Backbones? Backbones is correct. Richmond Drive, you may choose.
Math bowl for 200.
If one beaker holds 500 milliliters and another holds 1 liter, what fraction does the smaller beaker hold? Richmond Drive.
1/2.
1/2 is correct. Richmond Drive, you may select.
Black and white for 200.
The zebra and the horse are very close relatives. The zebra stripes are in blank because the stripes make it difficult for predators to focus on a single one of them to attack. Sunset Park.
What are inherited traits?
Not inherited traits. Richmond Drive, do you have a response?
Adaptation.
Adaptation is correct. The points go to you guys, and you may select the next question.
Smarter than a third grader for 200.
Smarter than a third grader for 200? There are several factors that affect sound. Which key of this toy xylophone will most likely produce the sound with the highest pitch? Richmond Drive.
The blue smallest one.
The blue key is correct. You may select the next question.
Smarter than a fourth grader for 200.
Study the diagram. What word do we use to describe the Earth's movement to different locations around the sun? Sunset Park.
What is revolution?
Revolution is correct. Sunset Park, you may select.
3-letter words for 200.
The animals in the picture are all mammals. Mammals produce live young and they do not lay eggs. They feed their young from mammary glands. In addition, mammals have hair or blank, which helps them to stay warm. Richmond Drive.
Fat or fur.
It is not fat. I'm being told that we can accept that. We were looking for fur, but mammals do have fat that does help keep them warm. Points go to you. You may select the next category.
3-letter words for 100.
What characteristic of a tree can we learn by counting its rings? Sunset Park.
What is its age?
Age is correct. Sunset Park, you may choose the next category.
Smarter than a 4th grader for 100.
Which object listed below, when placed in the gap from A to B in the diagram, will serve as a conductor to complete the circuit? Is it a plastic strip, a cotton string, an iron nail, or a leather bracelet? Sunset Park.
What is an iron nail?
Iron nail is absolutely correct. That leaves us with the last question, Math Bowl for 100. The ruler in the picture allows for measurement in centimeters. Which metric unit of measure would not be possible with this ruler? Richmond Drive.
Inches.
It is not inches. Sunset Park, do you have a response? Go ahead.
What is millimeters?
Millimeters is the correct answer that we're looking for there. You get the points. All right, well, we have cleared the board. We're going to take a quick break to let the judges tally the final points, and we'll be right back.
In Rock Hill schools, science is the favorite subject for many of our students. They are excited to learn about the world in which they live. Children are naturally curious, inquiring about both how things work and how they can make things work more to their benefit. In accordance with South Carolina's standards for science, our students engage in scientific study within the context of the science and engineering practices. Our teachers engage students with hands-on manipulatives from our mini science kits and our interactive texts. In Rock Hill, we believe that science is our future.
And welcome back. Our runner-up school today with a score of 2,400 points is Sunset Park Elementary School. Evan, the team captain, could you please introduce to us the rest of your teammates as well as your coach?
This is Chelsea Martin. This is Noah Wesner. This is Maddie and Chavis, and that's Ty and Thompson. And this is our coach, Jeffrey Chan.
All right, very good game, guys. That was a solid. You made a good, solid effort to stay in it all the way to the end, so we congratulate you on that. Our winning team today is from Richmond Drive with a score of 3,700 points. I know it wouldn't have been possible without your team. Rose, could you please introduce to us the rest of your teammates?
I'm Rose Faircloth. This is Cole Thompson, Coleman Nyes, and our alternate Lynn Doe. And our coach was unable to be here. Her name is Heather McNay, and our other alternate, Stokes Graham.
Awesome. Way to go, guys. Very solid game. Well, that's our show for today. On behalf of Superintendent Dr. Kelly Pugh, the Associate Superintendent of Instruction, Dr. Harriet Jarowski, Kim Massey, our Science Instructional Specialist, and the wonderful crew here at SCE-TV, we couldn't have done it without you guys. Thank you very much. Again, we look forward to seeing you on the next episode of Science Bowl.